looks like what I wanted. I gotta check my back tire. There's a trail up there. I wouldn't leave my bike out here. There's too many transients. But I want to hike the trail, this section here. You know, what's the point of 600 yards from the Appalachian Trail if you don't get on it a couple times a week? So this would be the uphill climb that I was thinking about, just based on topography. He was a professor I had, Mr. Photography. That's a nice boat. Yeah. Okay, so there's a stop sign at the top of this hill. First thing to remember is go back. I'm going to walk up that other hill I just came down. I'm not in shape. Right up a new steep hill. And I have enough lights. I mean, they could go pitch dark and I could break down and walk 5 miles. I'll still get home safe. And that happens when you're a long distance rider. You rarely break down by your house. It's after your equipment's been being used for a while. So now this hill, this is the S. Water is drained over here. I hear a vehicle. I've got nowhere to go. I've got nowhere to go. Thank you. Nice wide pass, like that. So if you do this S thing, you save calories and have some lung power for the top of the hill. So I'm sub-gearing it. I'm working the slope of the incline that drains every road. Because what happens is, right here, it goes downhill to the curb. Okay? You can tell when the cars come near you if they're culturally challenged by what you're doing. So, this right here is the crown. So you can work the crown by going down a little, over, down a little, over, down a little, back and over, down a little. Steeper it is, the further across the road you go. Down a little. See, we're going down so the water can go down. Use the brain power and the leg power slightly uphill with hard tires and right gearing. This technique will give you many enjoyable days of riding the bike, because you can't break your heart and lungs and blood vessels on every hill, and there's too many combinations of gears. And also, senior cyclists, we have to not have a stroke. No fun. I have a car coming up behind me and I'm right at the crown of the hill. And my glasses are fogged. There's a car coming down the hill. But I am pimped out with lights. Thank you. In that case, I'll say the sign that says Amish in the back worked. Nobody wants to bother the peaceful Amish. See some Schaeferbein from Newark, Ohio, and a lot of other people up here in this brain, all of whom take turns riding the bike. We share the bike. I like it. And actually, if I race down this one, I can probably go halfway up the other side before I dismount. Now, you get near the top, you almost give up. Because once you start moving again, you need strength. Right now, and my whole ensemble just came off. Worst place. Next to a 3-foot ditch. break your leg. Fuck. I'm fine, thank you. Just dropped my gear. I kind of felt I had too much on top of my head improperly, but I'm on the edge of Middlesex Township. It means I'm in Silver Springs, I think. And when you're disabled, you got to get moving real fast. You're in the danger zone. Drunks and stuff, and the bike is slipping. Not off the road completely. Trying to put in some batteries. I don't have my glasses on. I might have to bag this. No, I got it. Okay. So, thank you, Mr. Stanley. His tool worked. I need the hat to keep the sweat out of the eyes. Okay. And that's why I have a bunch of towels always prepared when I'm totally soaked, which I am. And now the moist towel keeps your head cool as well. And something wasn't right if that came off. Something wasn't right. Didn't put them on in the right order. It's this thing. It's my famous goggles. They're $20 a pair, some places $9 other places. And if I'm wearing them, they fit. If I leave them on the top of the head, they don't. And I don't need the sunglasses here. So, now the destination still is Route 11. And best I can figure topography wise is cool. We are less than 5 minutes. Is that I'm gonna get to the top of this hill. I'm gonna get the rest of the read of the land as to where this goes to 11. And if this is the way, this is much nicer than Bernheisel Bridge Road, which is a short route. But I'm foreseeing a community action plan. A bunch of guys in clown costumes on bikes. Clowns on bikes. Taking that road over. Videoing it. Full stop. Noisy muffler, go the other way. And since I got the gear ready about 3:30, 4 o'clock, but it was a chore. It was an hour's worth of work reassembling my ride. And you don't go out after an hour of assembly time. You're not going to be sharp. You don't. So, took a little rest. Got up and said, you know, this is still Appalachia. And you go out here, some of these hills, when they drop down into the holler, I remember that ditch is there. When the hill drops into the holler, you can go from 74 on the top of the hill to 54 at the bottom. And you throw in wind chill and your moving speed factored in. Alright, a couple of hills to be climbing on the way back, but private property. And I have no helmet on either. It's a communist. I'm a Trumperista. I'm an Obama Dama. I'm a whatever you want me to be. Just pay me. Just pay me. This ought to be, yep, there we go. Oh, there's the house for sis. Where do you live in? It's empty. Farmer's son. Yeah, it's my new ride. A vehicle? No lights on. No, I can't see. In my lower mirror, I got two handlebars and then one down on the stem, kind of. You can see the sun's coming out back there, and that's going to make it nice. Get a little bit of a sun dappling for the way back, which is I'll be heading into the sun. If I ain't going to go much further. Somewhere. This leads to Route 11. Or to one of those big fancy hills. A lot of cycling spots over here, but it's all posted and patrolled. I didn't get the patrol part of my posting. I got to do that. Patrolled by a guard frog and a deputy lamb with a martial killer horse. Background, I got Creedence Clear the Water Revival, and it's 3.5 hours I pulled off of the inner tubes, Google webs and net webs. Excuse me. And so occasionally there's an ad on it. My goal is to get back to a technique which is have a boombox on this, and then everybody hears my music. I got to hear them lawnmower and their dog. You should hear my hillbilly music. Nice hayfield. Hey, Webbit. Dinner. Big gear, big gear. Means we're up a little, heading down 3, 4, take the middle up front, and I gotta oil them. Can't get too bold, I don't have a helmet on. That's party. Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to get to Route 11. Can I get there this way?
Go down here, down to the stop sign, get on Ridge Valley Road, and it'll take you straight out to 11. You'll bring you out by the Harley-Davidson dealer.
Thank you, that's what I was looking for. Trying to avoid Burnt Heisel Bridge Road, not the most friendliest road to ride on.
Well, that's back that way.
Yeah, so I'm getting a long way down.
Go down here to the stop sign and get on Ridge Valley Road, and it'll take you right down to Harley-Davidson dealer.
Great, sir. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
You too.
So it looks like I found a safe route. Safe route is rarely the shortest route on a bike. There's that speech problem again. Got to get me to the doctor. Hit the big gear. Now, Ridge Valley Road, I'm hoping there's a T intersection there, because I'll be further out. I don't want to be by the Harley dealer, but hey, I made it there the other day. I just want to see how much further. Bug. Eat a bug. And the reason you have to put an hour prep in sometimes, it's stuck in the wrong gear because the bug caused me to panic. I choked on it. Don't throw up. Come on, there we go. Okay. So the reason you have so many redundancies on your biking route routines is you will get stuff in your eye, so I wear the goggles. You have to constantly defog them. If you're riding with your mouth open, you will get bugs. So I remember that in summer, breathe through my nose. Excuse me, coming up that hill. Wow, beautiful barn, look at that. Look at that. Come up that hill is behind the blood ox curve. I had nothing left. And I had just said that when you come up hills, you have to try to save something. You always stop when you're 90% of the way up. And you go easy peasy. Get the bigger gear. Also, you constantly change gears. So you're always working the best formula. Rich Valley Road, there's already traffic on that. I don't want Rich Valley Road. Not on a Saturday night. But if that's the way to Route 11, still gonna put me on Bernheisel. Alright, so now I know. I'm thinking Rich Valley crosses. Oh no, that's 40 out there. I'm not doing that. Too pretty. That's okay. Thank you. Enjoying the view. Alright, now how far could that be on Rich Valley before I hit that crossroad?